Aloha and welcome to another episode of the Hawaii Vacation Connection. My name is Bruce Fisher.
My name is Yaling Fisher.
Thanks very much for tuning in. We've got an excellent podcast for you today. We're going to be talking about, of course, the tsunami. That was such big news last week. We're going to discuss that actually over the weekend. It was very, very, very interesting times, let me just tell you. And we got a lot to talk about there. We're also talking about our weekend and some upcoming things that are going to be happening here in Hawaii. We're also going to be going over packages that have been booked in the last 24 to 48 hours. As we get through this podcast for March 3rd, 2010. It's a Wednesday, and this is our 370th podcast. This podcast is brought to you by us. We're the owners of Hawaii-Aloha.com. We're in Hawaii, and we're Hawaii's experts. You can catch us on the web at www.hawaii-aloha.com.
Keep going.
I'm like a machine.
I know. And also, you can reach us at 1-800-843-8771 or email us at podcast@hawaii-aloha.com. Also, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, Facebook and Twitter. I'm Aloha Bruce. This is Aloha Yaling, my beautiful wife here. And we're bringing you this podcast, and we're very happy to be doing that. So we've got, I have a little bit of stuff on my mind. First of all, the first thing we got to talk about is what happened over the weekend. We had a great time this weekend. Friday night started out great. It really did. We had a great time.
Yep.
We started out our weekend. We went to a place called the Yelpers. You know what Yelpers are?
Yelpers?
These are Yelpers, these people here. They Yelp.
Okay.
Yeah, they actually, it's from a website called Yelp, and they invited us to this elite party, and we went there and we hung out at this restaurant called Ka, which is a new restaurant at Ward Warehouse. And there's a lot of wards here in Hawaii, but this one is Ward Warehouse as opposed to the Ward 6, or,
Yeah.
then there's Victoria Ward. I mean, this is the Ward Warehouse. And we were having a great time, great young crowd, just partying up. These guys know how to throw a party, these Yelpers.
I think so.
They really do. It was the year of the Tiger celebration, and they had free food and drink.
How nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, had a really good time there. You were partying pretty good. You had a couple of those drinks.
I need it.
You said you were feeling a little buzzed.
I need it.
And if you're a history buff, and so that was fun, we went to that. And then if you're a history buff and you want to learn more about World War II, you should check out this new mini-series that's going to be coming out by HBO. And it's called The Pacific. And Yaling and I are invited. We're going to be doing that tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
We're going to be going to do a screening of The Pacific. Now, this movie is from Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg, and Gary Goetzman. And we're going to be seeing that tomorrow night, so we're going to tell you all about the series. And it's basically it's a mini-series. I think there's 6 or 8 parts to the series. And it follows these Marines across the Pacific.
Wow.
Yeah, and during World War II, and during that theater, during that time.
Yep.
And their everyday struggles during World War II. And, they had debilitating, you want to talk about deprivation. No, really. What the soldiers went through in World War II was amazing. The physical trauma and everything that they went through.
Oh, yeah.
And this is going to debut on Sunday, March 14th at 9 p.m. on HBO. And a lot of it was filmed, obviously, in Hawaii.
Of course.
And we're going to get to see it actually on the Missouri. So we're going to go to Ford Island tomorrow. And I haven't been on the Missouri since they've renovated it and everything.
Yeah.
Now, there's a couple actors in this that we're going to meet. Joe Mazzello. I never heard of him. Have you ever heard of Joe Mazzello?
No. We will take a picture and show it to you.
He's like the lead actor. And Eugene Sledge. I don't know either one of those actors. So I better start Googling,
Look at a picture.
But that's going to be fun. And all of that, what's fun about it is when you look at these movies and you watch the Lost series or, coming up the Hawaii Five-0 series, or you look at those old television series, you can kind of get a feel of what Hawaii is like. So before your vacation, looking at those shows, it kind of gets you ready. I always say go rent a bunch of
video.
Yeah, Magnum PIs and all those
DVDs.
So it's a lot of fun. Now, of course, the big news, and then on Saturday, we wake up, I'm sleeping, and Yaling comes running up at about 6:30 in the morning, telling me that there's a tsunami coming. I'm going like, what? A tsunami?
Let me drink a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
let me
wake up first. I really didn't get it. There's a tsunami coming. But apparently as a result of the Chilean earthquake, which was a huge earthquake at monumental scale. I wonder how much time we're in. See, I don't see they have the time clock now.
Oh. Well, keep going.
Yeah. A monumental, so anyway, who would have ever thought we would be getting from that earthquake, that Chilean earthquake, a tsunami. So there was a big tsunami scare, and it basically turned everybody's clocks upside down, everybody's personal schedules, everything, any kind of public event, everything was completely called off. It was as if there was a disaster. We woke up to the sounds of sirens, actually, yelling, heard the sounds, and our neighbors started banging on the door, right?
Phone call first, and then banging on the door.
And everybody was like, get your boat out of the water, it's like, there's a tsunami coming. Meanwhile, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and they were saying that by 11:30 we would be hit with a tsunami. So I'm like, well, first of all, stream. That's the first thing I did was turn on the live camera. I swear to God, yes, I did.
The first thing you should think about is a life jacket.
I know, and then I started to think about some other things. I started to think that I'm a geek, right?
Ollie, tell him.
Yeah,
is he a geek?
I'm pretty much a geek, and right away, I thought there had to be the Geeks Tsunami Survival Guide. Right away, I first went to iPhone to see if there was an app for it. There was no app for the tsunami. So we had just so I put together a survival kit. This was basically going to be my survival kit to get through the tsunami. The first thing I did was I had my life vest.
I'll put it on.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Because as it got closer, because we were streaming live, and we got the water right here. A lot of people were concerned because we were in the water, but actually, this was
what?
My hat keeps popping up over my.
Because you're moving.
No, because I'm not moving. I'm not moving. But what was I saying? Yeah, we're actually above sea level here. So there's really nothing to worry about. But I immediately had to get now what's great about this survival kit is, first of all, it has the old traditional transistor radio. So I got to be careful here.
Okay.
Okay. So and let me show you what's in here. Okay. You have to have these things if you're a geek, Okay. The first thing I suggest that you bring is a calculator. I know it's old-fashioned, okay, but you need this, especially with exponential keys in it, to write code in case, something goes wrong with the server, you need to recode something, you need some kind of assistance. So that's the first thing you need, okay? The second thing you need, very electronic, is your heart monitor, okay? I immediately put on my heart monitor, and you want one that, is waterproof, obviously, because, tsunami comes, you might end up at sea. So you want to definitely put that on. And then you got to collaborate your watch with it. So make sure you do that, okay? And then the next thing is you need several PDAs. The first one I highly recommend is the iPod Mini. What is this one?
iPod.
Yeah, the iPod. But the small one, the mini one, right? You see that? Because it acts as a reflector. Huh? Is this good? It acts as a reflector. You can send your SOS signals.
Oh, iPhone will be fine too.
Yeah.